Like texting, I'm like, do not come in the house.
Tākiri mai te ata, kōrehi mai te pipi wharaurua, ka pua mai te kōwhara he tohu no māhuru. Ko hini takurua ki raro, ko Kōanga ki runga, nau mai, whakatata mai, kia kite, kia rongo i ngā hua o Kōanga e pua mai nei.
Kia ora koutou, and welcome to this evening's live play reading of this play Ruck and Maul by the collective known as Inkslingers. It's going to be a humdinger for you as we give you the first half. I'm Regan Taylor, a part-time actor, full-time friend, and I'm glad to be here to help guide us through this reading of Ruck and Maul. I'd like to invite some of the writers to the stage to talk to us. It may take a while as we observe the 2-metre distancing rule. So can we have the writers, please? Please give us your name and who you are. Oh, well, we know who you are.
You know who I am. Okay, couple.
We know you're the writers.
We're the writers, yes. Ko Jared Rauhiringa tōku ingoa.
Ko te kohe tuaka tōku ingoa.
Kia ora, ko Antonio te mai o ha.
Kia ora, ko Tāma tōku ingoa.
Kia ora, ko tāne Leaf Graham tōku ingoa.
And we also have Taungaroa Emile as part of our rōpū, the Inkslingers, and also Jason Te Kare. Yeah, we're a collective of artists who over the first lockdown period decided to come together and work together to generate work for ourselves because of this incredible time. And so we decided to use writing as a means for us to express ourselves. And this is the fruit of one of our first excursions. So this is our first play together. Yeah. Would you like to talk a little bit about Ruck and Maul, Aotearoa?
Yeah, why not, eh? Why not while we're all here? Yeah, tēnā koe, Jared. So Ruck and Maul, this play actually is a bit weird because we all wrote it pretty much all at the same time. So we've had to deal with all of those sorts of issues that arise, and mainly the support factor was amazing amongst all of us. So the play itself, Ruck and Maul, was an idea that I had a few years ago, I tipu ake au ki te tairāwhiti. So there'll be a few places that some people may recognise. It is set at home. And ko e pāma mai koutou mena I rongo koe I tō ingoa. This is only a draft. Ne? Could easily be cut out. No reira, yeah, so that's it. I don't want to give too much away. So
that's right.
Me waiho mā ngā kaiwhakari, so I'll leave for the actors to take you to these places. He pātai he kōrero anō, tahi. Tama?
No, good.
Yeah, come on, all right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yep, 2 meters, ka pai. So yeah, we're going to go into Ruck and Maul. So it's a play about rugby written by a team, and how could that not be awesome? I'd like to introduce our actors for this evening. They'll come in and they'll give you their names and which characters they'll be reading out this evening, just so that you're in the world of Ruck and Maul. So, hello mate.
Kia ora te whānau, ko te Rauhiringa tōku ingoa, or some may know me as Crystal Lee Brown, and I will be reading for all of the wahine in this amazing piece. Mautonu mai.
Kia ora whānau, ko Zach Martin tōku ingoa, and I am reading for Cassidy Ranger.
Kia ora koutou katoa, ko Taungaroa tōku ingoa. I'll be reading for Hexton Gray and Cliffy.
Kia ora, ko Mauri-Oho Stokes tōku ingoa. I will be reading for Blair and Bender.
And ka pai, thank you for still being with us. So, and I'm Regan Taylor, and I'll be reading stage directions to give you context of where we are in the world, and you'll probably hear my voice in other characters. So without further ado, make sure you've got blankets on, your heaters are on, your cup of tea is full, as we go into this reading of Ruck and Maul by the Inkslingers. Prologue. Oh yes, aroha mai. Please be aware that there will be some expletives throughout the play reading.
Heaps?
Heaps of expletives throughout the play reading, and because of we're technically challenged, we don't know how to beat them out, so they will be in their full form. So just be wary of that if you have young ones around. Be ready to make up some excuses. Anyway, so let's get on with it. Ruck and Maul by the Inkslingers.
Yep.
Prologue. Darkness. Within the dark, we hear the sound of rain falling. Then in the distance, the crash of thunder. Then crack. Lightning shoots across the stage, revealing the silhouette of a soldier rifle. A soldier with a rifle in hand. Crack. Lightning flashes again, revealing the silhouette of a rugby player in full flight, ball in hand. Crack! Thunder and lightning across the stage, revealing the silhouette of a woman screaming at the heavens. Crack! Thunder, rain and lightning flash across the stage uncontrollably. Each time it does, the silhouettes change, their physical shapes, the distance from each other. They move from a warm embrace to acts of violence, to a line-out lift, a family posing for photos, the pallbearers, pub drinkers. The sound of thunder, rain and lightning change and shift to the sounds of bodies clashing, a crowd cheering, then booing, the sound of an AK-47 blast, to the sound of claymore mines exploding, to the subtle sound of wedding bells, of a baby crying. Slowly, these turn into a cacophony of laughter, to people having sex, beer bottles clanging, until we are all left with a deafening cacophony of sounds mixed with the strobing effect of lighting, until the sound of a 22 caliber rifle is heard. Bang! Then blackout. Lights slowly come up, just enough to see the faces of Cliffy, a soldier, a rugby player, and a woman. They are all drenched in rain, sweat, blood, mud, and tears. We hold them here as a voice from the darkness is heard.
In the beginning there was you, or there was only you. From your first breath you were the first. Then it happened, you saw it. It grabbed your attention. You didn't know what it was at first, but you wanted it, wanted to wear it, feel it, and you knew you were hooked. So you just had a little taste, not much, but just enough to get hooked. And once you were hooked, it knew it had you. It treated you with so much respect. It made you strong and powerful, a conqueror of wars, battles, and beings, because you were the first.
A light gradually comes up on the number 1 on an old black manual scoreboard. As this light comes up, a light on Cliffy as a soldier fades as he bows his head. Lights up next to the number 1, revealing the word home.
It opened worlds for you, rooms to you, lives to view, or it groomed you, showed you skills that only the first ever get. It hit you hard and loved you even harder, made you weak at the knees, for it had become an addiction. Well, in the beginning, you were the first. It walked you down the aisle, it was there in the delivery room, drove the car after the piss-ups. It was there when the lawyer shit hit the fan, and it was there at the tangi when your loved ones passed away.
Light fades on the mother as she bows her head. Home and 1 are covered, and the light reveals the word away.
In the beginning, you were the first. It was there when you missed the first steps of your baby. It held you tight when the world it built for you was crumbling all around you. It told you everything was going to be okay when you knew it wasn't. Shouted you drinks all night when you had no money. It convinced you that it wasn't your fault that you missed your baby's birthday. Showed you how to attack the eyes without getting caught, how to inflict pain without anybody noticing.
A light comes up around rugby players, revealing 2, 3 of them. They're all standing in a tunnel before walking out onto the field. Game day faces on, uncompromising and tough, each with clenched fists. It is showtime.
You were the first. It hid you in the toilets when you were underage. It showed you how to sink piss all night, for it had shaped you in its image. It has been there from your first breath, first taste, first touch, because you were the first.
But you are not the last.
Lights down. Lights up on a rugby commentary box. Standing behind the window is Rita, beautiful wahine Maori in her 40s. She is staunch but soft with the boys. She was never a footy player, but she's pretty sharp on all things rugby, especially tackling. She has worked in regional radio since she was young. We hear the final chorus ring out of "Gimme, gimme, gimme, ABBA." Rita seamlessly joins in the chorus.
Yes, gimme, gimme, gimme e te whānau ki te rōpū tērā o ABBA me tā rātou mai ata pārekareka. And speaking of pārekareka, we are only a few minutes away from kick-off for this year's Premier Final i Wainganui i ngā Pirates and OBM. Ko Makarita Lewis rihipeti tēnei e whakapāhoa tūnei. Yes, e hika mā e karema, ko te girlsy Rita tēnei, and I will be bringing you the action i te rangi nei. I'll also be joined by local legend and Futuporo expert, Ben the Line Bender. Kia mau tonu mai.
Rita plays a radio sting for your enjoyment.
No mai hoki mai e te iwi to Rugby Union's finest hour, the 1991 Premier Division Grand Final. Pirates taking on OBM. And what a cracker of a final it's going to be. They've had some hearty pakanga throughout their respective rugby whakapapa, a rivalry that dates as far back as 1891 e te whānau. There have been some tangi meme moments for both clubs over their 100-year history, but we've now reached the end of the season and there can only be one. So welcome e te iwi to the quickening. As I mentioned before, joining me today to call this battle between the two rugby powerhouses is none other than Ben the Line Bender.
Lights up on Bender, an old boy of Pākehā whakapapa standing out on the field with a mic in one hand and an umbrella in the other. He's dressed in his number ones. Bender is a former local policeman.
Bender, hoha, kei kōnā koe.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. Yes, I am. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're in for one hell of a battle. The scene is set for a fast final here at Rugby Park. I'll be on the sideline for today's match, and conditions underfoot are some of the best I've seen all year.
Oh, wow, Bender, not only are you a legend in rugby circles, but also in the lawn mowing community. Hey, how's the look of the teams as they warm up?
Oh, yes, dear. There's a definite steel, focus and intensity from both sides as they go about their business. The split of forwards and backs is just about to happen. The biggest challenge for the Pirates today is how do they plan on slowing down the massive pack of OBM, led by the inspirational kapene, Cassidy Ranger. E tā, I feel sorry for his wife, having to feed that beast.
E mea na koe, that's one hell of a Woolies food ball e hoa. But in all seriousness, he has led his team tremendously, showcasing his speed. You could throw him in any backline, which has been asked of him this season. He also leads the comp in breaks and meters gained.
Not just on the field, but off it as well, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know.
Let's be clear, the Pirates team isn't going to let OBM push them around. As previous games have shown, the OBM forward pack, led by Ranger, have had the wood over their counterparts, but for the Pirates' lethal black three.
Ai tika ana koe, Bender. The back three of Smythe, Billy and Carr have been able to nullify most opposition packs with their interplay, pace and kicking game. And with provincial team scouts here today, there are definitely some players being cited for higher honours.
Yes, that's right, Rita. A few of them have shown some special touches this season. Some are wanted and a few unwanted, if you know what I mean.
Ka tahi rā. Anyway, one person who has brought this Pirates team together this season is none other than former OBM man and taku tama pūroturawa, Blair Ranger. He was a huge part of their successful run a couple years ago. The little Pirates halfback and Kaihana Te Cassidy is well known for punching above his weight. How's my Blair boy looking down there, Bender?
Rita, the man of the man is palpable down here, and you're absolutely right. What he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for with that bullet pass of his. Not one to shy away from the contact either. He and his much bigger cousin have come to blows on more than one occasion this season. I believe it's one game each. So with this being the final, this centenary of rivalry is whānau versus whānau. Sparks are definitely set to fly.
Speaking of sparks, Bender, I've noticed that the OBM loose forward Hexton Gray has been admitted from the starting lineup. Do you know what's happened there?
Well, I've just been told that he's coming off the bench for today's match, Rita. The official explanation is that he's been playing with a niggling shoulder injury. Gray has been somewhat of a revelation this season. His strength over the ball has definitely helped the OBM pack to regularly get over the gain line.
It will be fizzing to go out there and put on a good performance in front of whānau and, of course, the OBM faithful. His turnovers have helped to get his team out of some sticky situations this season.
Oh, yes, speaking of some sticky situations, I believe his injury occurred when he was found out to be shacking up with the coach's young daughter, who was also part of the coaching staff. So he's definitely stepped into the Lions' den in that particular game.
Well, that may be too much information. Kia mau ki te ako akam atua, mate.
Yeah, well, back in 72, Rita,
we kai te aha te wā. All right, looks like both teams are prepped and ready to go. We'll take a short break, and when we get back, we'll have kickoff of the 1991 Premier Grand Final.
Cliffy, adjust the scoreboard, revealing the word Hōkainga.
Rugby Union Division 1 Final.
Around his neck are dog tags. He takes them in hand, looks at them before tucking them under his shirt. He settles upstage in the dark, barely lit, imposing. Lights down. A ref's whistle blows and then music kicks in. Ma Baker, Boney M, Cassidy and Blair, the boys, are immediately affected by the music and transformed to 9 and 10-year-olds. The scoreboard reads 1981. They march out onto the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's rugby test match. Au revoir, the French Sticks captain by your cousin Blair versus me, Cassidy Ranger, and my mighty All Blacks.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you've tried the entree, and now more importantly, it's time for the main course. I'd like to introduce you to the star player, me, Blair, the Real Danger Ranger.
Apologies for my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. He's obviously forgotten who the best rugby player in the world is, and that's his...
Oh, excuse my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. They obviously haven't seen Orangi here and Hukurangi over here.
Oh, yeah, how about this and this and this?
The intense and the maximum flex has just been shown. Just then another boy around the same age comes running on stage. This is Hexton. He has a school backpack on and a rock in hand. He's aiming to throw it at a possum that he is chasing.
You fucking little bastard, steal my fucking apple, you little cat.
Hunting possums at 6th grade!
Yay! Oh, no, that's Dad's shed.
From the shadows where Cliffy was, we see some movement. We hear the sound of a magazine slide and lock, the unmistakable sound of a rifle. Blair is scared and serious. He knows the shed is a place that they all have to avoid. Cassidy invested.
He'll straight up kill us all if we all go anywhere near that shed.
But that furry little Aussie stole my apple.
Don't even look at it. Uncle Cliffy said it's tapu.
The possum.
The shed is tapu, you dick.
They all try not to look at the shed, but the temptation is irresistible. Just as they slowly swivel around to look, Cliffy connects a bayonet to the barrel. Clunk.
No! What was that?
Oh, I don't know, but the possum's gone.
With my bloody Granny Smith.
Cliffy swigs on the bottle. The boys' focus returns to their fear of the shed.
Mr. Cliff's probably got a dead body in there, eh?
Yeah, like John Minto. Or your Auntie Donna.
Your Auntie Donna? Anyway, even Uncle Cliffy would be too scared to mess with Uncle Peter's lot. Straight up legend, see.
What? You will stop the tall hippie too now?
Hey, what?
Shut up, man. You know, one night when he was pissed.
He's always pissed.
Rugby, war, and getting pissed. That's what you do when you're a man, babe.
No, I'm not going to be like that. I don't even like rugby. Too small anyways.
What? What are you on about? You're the next Sid going.
What? Woman.
Oi, have you been in there?
No way.
No, it's always locked. You know, one night when he was pissed, I heard him rambling like Ali. Like, ain't no Viet Cong ever called me Hori.
Because I'd stabbed them before they opened their mouths. Saved my bullets.
Yeah, still on the end of his gun. That knife thing? Sharp ass. We took it hunting once.
Same blade that stuck them gooks. Till a little bit of tangata in every mouthful. Stick shit where it belongs. Was in a laundry bag. put washing in it.
I trailed off after that. I think he was crying.
No way.
Yeah, it's in there. There's clarinet.
Bayonet, bro. Bayonet.
I get it anyway. Don't touch and don't go there.
All I want to do is get in that shit.
Bang! From upstage in the dark, Cliffy has fired his gun over the boys and the audience. Thud! A partly chewed Granny Smith apple rolls onto the stage from the audience. We hear Rita, Blair's mum, yelling from off stage.
What the hell was that?
Possums!
Bloody Clifford. Hurry up, you boys. Get on with it.
Oh, sorry, Mum.
Tackle practice. Come on.
Yeah, no tonguey meme, Hicks. Yeah, no tonguey meme yourself. You only go halfback so you can pretend to play.
Yeah, you don't fool anybody.
Running around behind everyone, passing all day like a pussy, making forwards do all the real work. I'm not a pussy, Shut up, you dicks. You're a pussy. You're a pussy.
Hey, Kato. Go get the ball, Blair. Feed it to Cass.
Blair runs the ball like he's gathering it off the deck at the back of a ruck. He fires a bullet pass at Cassidy, trying to take his head off. Cass catches it easily. Cassidy, the ball carrier, runs at Hickston, the tackler.
Get up the gain line at least, Hicks. Go. Go, get over it good. Kapai, now shift your focus to his shorts. Run, Cass, run. Yeah, keep your eyes open, tackler. Drive from your YY. Get your head out of the way. Impact with the shoulder, boy. Wrap the arms. You drop your weight on impact.
Cassidy smashes into Hickston. He goes flying. Hickston is about to burst into tears. Blair starts taking it out on him, aggressively overcompensating for being caught out earlier.
Don't you dare, What was the deal? Oh, come on, Hicks, harden up. What was the deal, If I want to play, I'm not allowed to.
Blair is indignant, almost crying himself. Cliffy, still in his own reality and unseen by the others, moves closer to Blair. If you want to play rugby, you're not allowed to cry. Are you crying?
Okay, boys. Kato, take a moment. Kai te pai kura. It's hard, eh, boy? Hard to follow sometimes. I get it. Kwa marama. In between your uncles, your coach, me, so many rules. Find the rules that work for you. Nā tō papa ke e rā ture. You're all good boys, and you'll grow to be good players. I love you all. And it hurts sometimes, eh? So no good burying that mamai. Engari, don't ever run from it. Pain will change. Move on. Hoi kai konei au. I'm going to help you hold your ground and move forward and up, stationary, back or down. Those aren't options for us. So if you want to play, play. Cry if you need to. It's okay, safe. Or don't cry. It doesn't matter.
The phone rings from in the kitchen off stage.
Strengthen your weaknesses so it hurts less next time, kapai. Get up and face your fears. If you can't overcome them, but you still want to play.
Just do it scared anyway. I like life. Hey, Mum. Oh, that's an allergy.
Your analogy. Allergic to having a brain.
Kia ora. I beg your pardon? What? Sergeant from the station. Jeez, relax, Penda. No, it's just me. Yeah, no, he's not home. Hold on a second. Go again, Hicks. Don't retreat. Keep your head out of the way. Power on, forward and up. Okay, from your legs, boy.
Back straight, eyes open.
Impact with right shoulder, head to the left, wrap my arms around their legs. Oh, we got her, Mum. Ipack's being OBM. Because pirates suck. Bloody one-eyed cripples. Pirates suck. Pirates suck. Pirates suck. Pirates suck. Pirates suck. Pirates suck.
No, well, now you've run. You might as well just tell me. Yeah.
Hee-haw, away-ha. Drink up, we are the OBM. Sneak behind the bar, grab another jar. OBM, we're real men. OBM, we're real men. OBM, we're real men. OBM, we're real men.
Hey, shush you lot, shush. No, I hope you don't think he pinched it. Yeah. Can I pick it up? Can I pick it up from the station? Well, whose car is it? Well, that's weird. No, I heard her car was nicked, poor thing. Cheers.
What are the pigs? Police want, auntie.
Your dad's gear bag was found in a stolen Cortina.
Whose car?
Tina's.
Tina's Cortina.
Tina! Oh, yeah! Tokyo!
Travis's wife, Tina, you eggs. Travis must have given him a lift home from the club rooms on Saturday. All right, Hex. Don't tackle like Travis, eh? You couldn't stop a dead sheep.
But Travis has got his own car.
What do we do now? Kick off!
Hexton drop kicks the ball.
The shed!
Cliffy adjusts the scoreboard back to 1991. Lights down. Lights snap up on Rita and Bender engrossed in the game. Bender is pacing up and down the sideline, watching it like a man possessed, while Rita is watching from her announcer's booth, holding a sausage sizzle. The sound of the crowd booing, jeering, and bemoaning can be heard in sync with the previous scene. Shit!
Oh, he kicked it. Go! Go! Go, you bloody useless bass!
There's a little girl looking at him.
Basket of fluffy toys and ice cream.
Bender gives a little thumbs up and trying to soften the situation.
So as you can see, OBM have started with a hiss and a roar. E tu tuana te puehu, loading a heap of pressure on Pirates' wrecking ball Tam's Whitehead, and forcing him to kick the ball, which was a bit of a dog's breakfast, really.
Oh, he's a skillful player, but kicking the bloody ball? Jeez! When you're that big, kicking should be the last thing on your mind. He should be using that big rig of his to smash through the line. What a complete...
He catches himself.
Kicking? Really? Over to you, Rita.
Bender slams his umbrella on the ground and walks off mumbling to himself. Meanwhile, up in the booth, Rita is finishing her sausage sizzle and having trouble cleaning her hands. She looks down at her white shirt, thinks about wiping her hands, decides against it, continues to stand there awkwardly. Lights down. Lights up on the scoreboard reading 1991. Coach enters stage, shooing everyone off stage like they're livestock. Blair and Cliffy sit in two chairs in front of the stage, as if they're in the front seats of their car. They're waiting for Coach to signal when it's all clear. Bugger off, you lot. Jeez, I told Hexton Senior to get this bloomin' cows out of here and up the top paddocks. Monday's forecast was always rain. If he's trying to get kicked out of town for being an anti-Springbok tour wanker, he's doing a bloody good job about it, Hexton. Tell your dad he's not a cocky's arsehole. Cows have shat everywhere and sunk their fat hooves in the soaking wet pitch. My boys will do a bloody ankle when that dries.
I remember thinking, why am I even doing this?
Yeah, thanks for your help. Yeah, thank you. Well, let's get on with it. Come on, you lot.
So finally, we all get out of our cars and utes, some with umbrellas, and we all go line up on the side of the field.
Blair's freezing. He looks down at his feet, ankle deep in cold mud and cow shit.
Soaked as.
Warm up. Go on, pass the ball down the line, at speed, full field. The actors playing Cassidy and Hexton act out the scene as Blair narrates his thoughts in his head at his first ever rugby practice. Cliffy is with the other parents, the audience, watching from the sideline.
My heart starts to pound faster and faster when it's my turn to receive and pass the ball. I don't want to be here. Most of the boys they're a couple years older and at least 3 times bigger than me.
Blair is hit to the ground.
Get up, boy. Let's go.
I remember this tackle. Ruthless as. I was real winded. I couldn't breathe for ages. Stink buzz.
Come on now. Hard enough.
After that tackle, I'm raging. All these fellas were way bigger than me, but I didn't care anymore. I was going to smash every single one of them.
The stage goes dark, except for Blair.
And I did. At the end of practice, I remember seeing Dad talking to the coach. He looked pretty stoked.
Lights come up on Cliffy and Coach, shaking hands. Coach then moves off stage. Cliffy makes his way back to the 2 seats at the front of the stage. Blair joins him.
Holy hiccup. Where'd you learn to tackle like that, boy, all of a sudden? Shit.
Oh, Mum's been teaching us.
Mum. Smashed them anyway. Coach reckons you're good for a start next week. Fucking mean, eh? Back it up training next week. Who knows? Might have to have a chat with some old mates, eh?
Cliffy and Blair, present and happy. We enter Blair's altered reality. Cliffy is unable to hear Blair. They make their way back to the car and begin to drive home.
Oh, I've never seen Dad this happy. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm thinking, every week after this, I'm going to get up and train. That's the only way to impress Dad. He called me son, eh? Shit, I guess I'm getting pretty good. Some of the older boys, yeah, they were even giving me some nods. The drive home, yeah, it's usually long and windy, but today is different. Me and Daddy, we're reenacting the plays at training, full on excited. The car is loud with all the crack-ups and little chip-ins from Dad. I forgot about all the other silent rides home. Him being pissed off with the old, what a fucking waste of gas bus. But nah, that day was one of the best days of my life. I wanted it to be like this all the time. I wanted more moments with him like that.
Blair goes to Awhi his dad, but hesitates.
I wondered what he said to me that day, every day. You were fucking mean today, son.
You were fucking mean today, my son. Mean. You know, if you're not an All Black or a war vet around here, you may as well be Casper the fucking Kehua. Your koro was shot in the war in his leg, eh? Reckons, hikama, like something had bitten him. Before he knew what was what, his mates yelling, quick, sterilise it, and bloody pissing all over him, mimi everywhere. Oh, weh. Years later, he'd wake up in cold sweats. Māku katoa te moinga reckons, nah, I didn't wet the bed, son. I was having a splashback.
We drove around the corner and suddenly we're surrounded by a sea of sheep. Hex's dad was on his massive old horse, whistling at the dogs, and they're barking non-stop, pushing the sheep up the road to another paddock. The lambs, they're all up at our windows, wailing with their pukana pena guys screaming like hundreds of abandoned babies. Meh! Meh! All in our waka.
Ah!
Hell breaks loose.
Ah!
Dad!
Ah!
Dad!
Get out of here!
Dad!
Get away!
Dad, it's okay.
Get away!
Dad, the lambs! Dad!
You don't fucking know, you useless cunt!
We move into Cliffy's altered reality. Blair is unable to hear his father's kōrero.
I thought going to Nam, I'd outrun my troubles, be a real man like my dad. But shit just compounded. There's 700 ball bearings in the Claymore mine, and I'd just seen our lead scout torn to pieces. As soon as he triggered it, we were ambushed under heavy fire. He was set up, distracted by a woman on the other side of the tripwire, carrying her washing to a stream. I was all nervous and jittery, pent up as hell. We'd been creeping round out there for a whole month, not able to speak louder than a whisper. I was just sick and tired of them killing our mates, and I needed revenge. I fucking charged at her straight away. Ah! It was a relief just to make some noise. At the last second, I thought, shit, I won't be able to live with myself if I do this. So I stick my bayonet through her stupid laundry bag as hard as I could. Except it wasn't her laundry bag. Wasn't even her clothes or her fucking washing. In basics, we stuck our bayonets into all kinds of sacks. Hay, rice, sand. None of them felt like that. A little stretch on impact, then pop as the blade cuts in. A crunch of cartilage before everything slides up the blade and into the hilt. Shkink. No amount of God, prayer, wahine, or drink can make me unhear that noise. The sound of peace deserting. It came from the bag, dripping dark red. Such an innocent cry. She looked at me. She didn't even speak English, but I say the strangest thing to her. My wife's having a baby too.
Blackout. Lights down. Mills and Boone. We Lights up on a cheering Rita from the booth.
Gray on to Raw. Raw beats one, beats another, offloads to Ranger. Ranger for the corner and he's in for the first try of the grand final. Cassidy Ranger showing pace out wide. His support play has been huge in this game so far.
The crowd goes wild. During the final motions of scoring, Cassidy takes in the crowd and celebrates with them. The scoreboard shows home 4, away 0.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Cliffy is at the scoreboard. He covers Haukainga and Manuhiri and changes the numbers to 1981.
We were at home playing the breathers from Rua. It was like this. Just like this. We ran this bloody slick play where I scored out wide. When I planted the pill, I looked up to the grandstand, and as cheesy as it sounds, it was like the world stood still. As soon as I laid eyes on her, bang! I knew she was the one. I don't know how I knew, I just did. It was a puku thing. She was wearing one of those pom-pom style beanies. You know the one. The ones that your nanny makes. It was blue and yellow with a massive white pom-pom on it. I thought, wow, that's a bit nanny-ish. As all the boys were heading back to wait for the conversion, I just stood there taking her in. We smiled at each other, and man, did she ever smile. It was one of those warm, little bit sexy, one of those, I got all my teeth smiles. So that was a bonus. Teeth are good. Suddenly, the smile turned into a frown, and I'm like, hey, what? What's wrong? Then bang! Bloody got falconed by the ball. Brought me back to reality real quick.
Cassidy flips his middle finger to whoever threw the ball. Cliffy back on task. Changes the scoreboard to home 6, away 0.
There were massive cheers from the crowd.
Shame!
But straight up, I didn't care. Okay. Maybe I was a little shamed. But she didn't look away at all. She kept on me and just smiled. It was one of those, oh, I hope you're sweet smiles. I look back at the boys who were yelling at me to hurry up and get back into position. I take one last look and she waves me to move on. So I slowly jog backwards to the kickoff. It was at that moment I knew I was going to marry that beanie-wearing, teeth-bearing beauty.
The rest of the cast start the a cappella intro to Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero. Da 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 dee dee da.
And OBM has to throw into the line out. 10 away from their own try line. Well, that's a good two-handed take there by Gray at the back. Takes it down quickly and pops it up for the halfback Ranger. Well, who puts in a cross kick to the other side of the field. Well, who even does that? Cassidy Ranger, from behind his own try line on the other side of the field, is after the high ball. Well, this was planned. An incredible plan, set move. The ball comes down, straight into the outstretched arms of Ranger. He beats the desperate tackle attempt of the opposition winger with ease, then sets off over the 50-metre line. Go, Cass!
I need a hero!
Ko te furu peke anaka e toi ana. Hei ti, what the? The Maori sidestep ana. Oh, ko tai mai te cover defence.
I need a hero!
He toko rua tautoko kei ona taha. Oh, ka whiua, ka whana, ka panga atu rānei. Oh, ka tami atu kea, ka mautonu. Nā wai te ki, there is no I in tima. Cassidy Ranger, kei reira, kei waingarui ngā pau, hero!
She needs a hero. Cassidy goes from scoring the try to looking up at Tori. She smiles at him. There is a gradual lighting change as we return to reality.
We take that game, and after every try, I'd look up at her and just smile. There was 4 of them. Afterwards, I waltzed up to her happy as Larry and planned on introducing myself. Turns out her older sister had taken a shine to me. But I only had eyes for one woman. So I brushed her sister off and gave my best Fonzie impression. Hey, meaning, is that us? That's when the sister grabs my shirt, whips me around, then slaps me clean across the chops. Then she storms off with my woman. I see my future wifey sneak a look back, and I give her the brightest grin I can. A grin that seals the deal. I bloody love that woman. I'd be lost without her.
Cliffy arranges the scoreboard to home 4, away 0. Bender passes Cassidy on stage and gives him a gleeful high five. Lights down. Mana of the turf.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have first blood here in the 1991 Grand Final. Cass Ranger dotting down for OBM. Rita, I just want to take the time to quickly make mention of another local legend, one of my former teammates, Cliffy Ranger, who was also the man responsible for this amazing pitch these boys are playing on, an amazing talent and a man who was always putting his body on the line for the team. Let's hear from the man himself on how he manages to get the pitch looking this great for running rugby.
The perfect turf is made up of multiple factors. It's the equilibrium between science and nature. It's equal parts sun, water drainage, nitrate-free fertilizer, and soil. Sand is also added to the mix as grip strength for footing and turf run. When working with surfaces, one should always look at the lay of the land, the camber, the angle, and the run. It's not simply about throwing seeds willy-nilly, then watering in hope of kao. You must take your time, yet be efficient with it. You must be guided by your surroundings, taking your cues from the environment. Like that bloody nuisance of a cricket pitch in the middle of my bloody field. The mana of the turf has the power to dictate the game and its outcomes. You see, too much sand leads to drier, stiffer turf, which makes for fast running rugby, but greatly increases the chances of turf grip associated injuries, such as torn medial ligaments. A lack of drainage leads to a heavier track underfoot, which can affect the player's balance, causing more ankle injuries and potential concussions from contact within the Ruck and Mauls. So, if you want to look good, don't piss the groundsman off. All part of the dark arts.
That's great, mate. Thank you. All I'm thinking is, if only the turf was like this when we were playing, eh? My all-time tries record would have been twice as much, I reckon. Great to hear from you, Cliffy. Give my love to the missus, won't you? You're still taking her out for breakfast?
Lights down. An old 1960s landline phone crashes onto the floor. Surrounded by darkness, it sits there in the spotlight, live, listening. Young Cliffy, drunk in a domestic argument with his wife, Rita.
You've been going on for ages. I told you it's in the fence down by Gray's Bush. Just stop bloody nagging, Rita.
Bang! Rita punches him in the face.
I had some good news too.
Bang! She clocks him again.
Oh, shit. I had to walk. I wasn't trying to be late. I need to shut up sometimes, Rita. Leave me alone.
She swings again and misses.
We lost to a bloody penalty kick.
He kicks her. Rita moves to the kitchen bench, sore. She breathes heavy, upset, and plays possum, pretending she's done. Cliffy's guilt kicks her. He moves to her. Kicks in. He moves to her.
Oh, man, now look what you made me do.
Bang! Rita smashes him with a rolling pin. Cliffy drops, KO'd. A loud whistle blasts, an urgent knocking on the front door as a young Constable Bender.
Police, open up! Open up, it's the police!
Just a minute.
Rita, in pain, puts the phone back on the hook and makes her way to the door. The front door lights up.
We've had complaints about the noise. She only had one corner, Cliffy. Turn that and you'd been sweet as. Saw the wifey's car in the drain down the Waimata turnoff. Big night, eh? Selected for higher honours again. Straight up legend, mate. Real local rock star. Congratulations. You know the whole community looks up to you.
Rita opens the door.
Is that you, Bender? Thank God.
Oh, Jesus. Again? Come on, Cliffy, man. It's nearly 1970. Via con Dios and all that. Let's have a look at you.
Rita pulls the door in a bit and steps outside. Bender starts to carefully examine injuries. Cliffy, still on the floor, slowly drifting back to consciousness.
War? You're not seen around here till you served.
Lost today, eh? What was the score?
13-12. Don't pretend you don't eavesdrops on the party line, Bender.
Just as well, though. I might have not made it in time if, hey?
Lost off a bloody bullshit call.
Oh, bugger. Did you score? Not Sandy or Caroline. Can only count the first time. Sorry, Rita, I'm just joking.
Rita looks Bender in the eye, moved by him turning up and the care he's taking with her. She takes his hand in hers and holds it tenderly.
Would I count as a score?
Intercept.
Bender is surprised, flattered, conflicted and hopeful.
Run away?
Stuff you lot. Not gonna even tell. Yeah, run away. Gone.
While he continues to talk, Bender holds eye contact with Rita. She releases his hand before rubbing her wedding ring. She takes it off her finger and returns eye contact with Bender.
You know, you could go all the way if you put your head down and focused, eh? Work hard on your weaknesses. You've got the talent, mate. The mongrel, no question there. But there's probably 50 others around the country who've got that too. Who's got the discipline, though? That'll be the difference. Bugger me, mate. Come on, you're really testing my capacity to come up with something plausible here, mate.
You've got him, though. Hey, Bender.
You're too important to us, Cliffy. I can't have you locked up while OBM's getting smashed by Ngātapa. Or even worse, those bloody pirates. Shit.
He thinks I don't know he's enlisted. Now, they stole his family's whenua while his dad was serving in the 28th. Now he's sneaking off to Vietnam to fight for them against people he's never met.
Son of a returned veteran who brought the war home and unleashed it on his family. Cliffy's going to war. When does it end?
Fuck him.
Do you want me to book him?
And give the Ngau Tuara gang something to blister their lips on. No, thank you. I'd rather wear it. In you go, wave your magic.
Rita signals Bender inside. As he enters the house, he busies himself delivering Cliffy's cover story.
Okay, here's what happened. She came to pick you up from the club rooms. I saw you and her leave, remember?
She. At least talk about me like I'm here.
She drove around the corner, swerved to miss the massive Clydesdale of Hickson Seniors. That was in the middle of the road. I saw it just now, and people were ringing in the station, saying it was loose. The car slid on the gravel and ended up in the drain without her seatbelt on. She ended up getting pretty banged up.
Suddenly, Bender grabs Cliffy with some real venom and punches him hard on the forehead, twice.
Ow, Jesus. What the heck, Bender?
Settle down, mate. Now I've got to make it look believable, Cliffy. You smacked your head on that shiny walnut dashboard, remember? I love a good Triumph Herald.
Bender sneaks a smile at Rita, a little utu on her behalf. She knows he's playing his role. Her feelings for him are growing.
I was already a mess. What the hell? What the hell you hit me with, Rita?
Oh, shit. Pick her some flowers and take her for breakfast down the pub, eh? Get out there and show off your bruises. Makes you look innocent. Because no one bashes his wife at night and takes her out to breakfast the next morning.
I owe you another one, Bender. In your debt forever.
Rita snatches Cliffy's wrist and places her wedding ring deliberately in his palm for the first and last time. She doesn't hate him. She hates what he does. It still hurts to break the death do us part promise.
Maybe you should have given this to him.
Don't worry about it, mate. Story is, you crashed the car, Rita, and that he carried you home. He's going to be a hero. Stick with this one, girlie. Learn to toe the line. He's going places. And if you're lucky, you just might get to tag along.
All for one, eh, Bender?
Just trying to keep the peace here, Rita.
Good for you, just doing your job, eh? It'll be good night Irene for him soon. Kei te paio. Thank you, Bender. Maybe we could go for breakfast sometime without the bruises.
I'd like that.
Bender leaves. Lights down. Rita, first update. Is this right?
Yep.
Lights up on the scoreboard showing 1991. Cheers and jeering can be heard as the lights come up on the commentator's booth. Rita is tense and sweaty, gripping her mic tightly.
And Blair Ranger slots a long-range penalty to close the gap to 7-3 in favour of OBM with less than 5 minutes to go in the half.
The scoreboard changes 7-3.
This is turning into a very tight game, the battle between the two Ranger boys in particular, remembering these two players were the number 8 and halfback combination for OBM only a year ago.
The scoreboard now reads 1990. Lights down. Lights up on the OBM club rooms. It's a bar. The growing sound of a party can be heard. And the boys. Now this scene takes place over a series of time jumps within this scene.
Ringa pakia.
Hey, ha, away, ha. Drink up, drink up, drink up. We are the OBM. Sneak behind the bar. Grab another jar. Teach the backs a lesson every time they drop a pass. Put your ass on the line or the coach will get behind. Punch up between the legs. Scrum the bastards cross the line. Kings up, kings up, kings up. The men from OBM. Slip off the bra, take her in the car. Park. Score under the post, tell the prop to make a toast. Full credit.
We won the game, it was a battle. So now drink yous under the table. Old boys till we die.
Hey! Time jump. Cassidy yarning at the bar.
Shit, that little son of a bitch was quick. Phil Johnson's his name. You ever seen a Jack Russell go full tip? Well, that's Phil. Later in the second half, the little ball lead caught her on his side of halfway. Then ghosted past Hicks on the outside. Wait. Fuck. I was in between pissing myself laughing and ripping Hicks a new one. Catch the cunt, Hicks. Phil's old man Reg, who owns the Arms Tavern and Merchant Block, was on the sideline screaming at Hicks like a girl. Yeah, that fucked me right off, bloody prick. But 5 minutes later, I got the last say.
One ups.
Time jump. Boys at Alina getting on it.
Fucking knocked Phil's block clean off, I did. That's why Reg started mouthing off at me.
Yeah, hold your horses, cuz. He smoked you on the outside, so I had to boost it from the other side to cut him off.
What the hell are you doing on the other wing anyway?
Yeah.
You're a fucking half. Follow the pill. That's your job, boy.
Hey, how about you last longer than 20 minutes before you start walking every rock?
You fat bastard, you fat bastard.
Yeah, fatty.
Okay, and I should stop being the top try scorer for our team, shall I?
Ooh.
How many am I up to now, boy?
Greedy kid.
You fellas are just lucky I turned the pill over when they were on our line. Laid that cunt out too. Would have been under the black dot if I didn't drop him.
I don't know how you get away with calling your missus the black dot, cuz.
Oh. Looks like Trisha's back on the prowl.
Oh, Trisha, up to Trisha.
Just remember who scored under our post. They're number 8.
Ooh, fucking ugly
bastard.
No need to call your missus that out. Hey?
Keep my missus out of it, dickhead.
Drink!
Time jump. Blair in the toilet with his girlfriend.
Oh, come on, babe. No one's coming in. I locked the door, babe. Nah, they can use the disabled. Come on. Babe, it's my birthday. Okay, it's yours then. Oh, I want you, babe. Oh, come on, babe. And if I can't have you, yeah, so what? Nah, I'm not even that puss, babe. You see Mackie? Yeah, he's legless. But me, I'm sweet ass. Like I was on the field today, babe. I could go another 80 minutes, I reckon. Easy ass. Oh, come on, babe. I deserve a little player of the day reward.
Hey! Time jump.
7. You know that was high. I saw his knees go. Saw him drop like a sack of potatoes. Now I know this shit was high. I know because I led with the elbow, and I know that the ball had gone. I know all these things. But it's an unspoken rule to play dumb when the ref comes at you like a headmaster and spouts off at me. Of course I know it was high, Ken. Even the fellas on the sideline knew. But I had to do it, sir. The prick was carving up our middle. Plus, their sneaky fucking halfback put a sly stomp on Raro's head. Then the fucker blew a kiss at the next ruck. That's why I broke his fucking nose. Shit. Wish I'd said it like that, like Clint Eastwood. Instead, I said the one thing every player says when the ref asks the question. You know that was high. Oh, was it, sir?
Wonder. Time jump. Boys back at the Lena. More drunk.
Oh, yeah. On the toilets, boys, just now, cuz. On their knees.
Dirty king. Hey, I told you about that time my old man chopped George and Nippy in half.
Oh, yeah, he was like 70 years old now. And you spout that story every fucking weekend, babe.
Oh, I got a story. You remember Dina, the Canadian tourist, Trisha's mate? I tapped that last Wednesday after training.
Dirty king.
Oh, man.
Hey, just remember who laid out their black coconut? The one in the Cairns Water training squad. Yeah, boy knows my name now.
No pussy, though, eh, cuz?
Fuck yous. Hey, just shut.
Dirty king.
Jake.
Time jump. Blair with this girl outside the club rooms.
No, I didn't tell anyone, babe. I guess, Fuck, he's a fucking liar, babe. Look, he's still concussed. Okay, I'm sorry, babe. Fuck, man. It's not like I fucked another girl and... let's go get a feed, eh? Huh? What? I don't know why I said that. I'm wasted, babe. I don't know. I was just trying to make you feel alright about me telling the boys about the BJ in the toilets. No, I didn't tell them though, babe. That was me just changing the subject about reading the other girls. No, there aren't any other girls. Fuck, babe. I'm just saying. Trisha, babe, she was way before you. And everyone's had a jam on her. Babe, shit, you need to relax, girl. You're fucking ruining my buzz right now. What? Fuck off, bitch. Hicks. You fucking psycho, bitch. He's one of the brothers. Later, psycho ass bitch.
Time jump. The boys are at the Lena. Absolutely wasted.
Rugby is more than just a game. Run her up the guts so you remember my name. She loved me hard and left me soft. So here's to her that the winning fucking off. I dedicate this glass to my brothers in arms. We live in the trenches till death do us part. Drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up, drink up.
Time jump. Blair at the bar. Hickson and Cassidy watching from the Lena.
Sorry? That enough? Piss off, Mary. 3 handles now? And one for yourself too, you old fucking cunt. What? Oh, fuck you then.
He throws a handle up and lets it smash on the ground. Hick starts laughing his head off.
Come on, Hickser. Let's go. We'll just get a drink at Pirates Club rooms then. Bury ball bags. Spend our fucking money there.
Oi, hold up, cuz. Look, he's all good, Bazza. Just one for the road? Go on, man. But his missus just broke up with him. Again.
Bloody halfbacks. Can't hold the ball. Their families, all their women.
What did you say, cunt?
Oh, fuck. Relax, kill. Just having a laugh.
You muck around with my girl, cunt. Eh? You do the dirty on me. You did too, eh, you fucking cunt?
What? Shut up, yeah. You're fucked.
You fucking did.
Oh, there he is. Got the angry eyes going, eh? Hey, Cliffy, your boy's turned up.
Do you want to fucking go one, cunt?
Fuck, let's go then, Blair boy.
All right, enough of this shit. Come on now. Hicks, shut the fuck up.
Nah, it's all good, Cass. Let him go. Don't hide behind your Kai Hunter now, bitch. Fuck you got, 9.
Bro, calm the fuck down. He's just being a cunt.
Come here.
He's just talking shit, bro.
Fuck off, cunt. I'm fucking kill you, cunt.
Honest to who? You ain't killing shit. You're lucky to even hold a spot on the fucking team. The only reason OBM put up with you is because Cass and I asked them to. Big bears to fucking let you play for us. That and because your dad's an old boy. Actually, fuck. You even sure that loopy cunt's your dad now? From what I hear, your mum macked another patu while he was away being a psycho, babe.
All right, we're off. Come on, Blair. Just me and you, cuz. Let's get it. Come on.
Get your fucking hands off me, fuck. You know what? You can all get fucked. Fuck OBM. All you cunts. I don't need any of you. You're fucking dead to me.
Gentlemen, leave the stage and lights down. End of Act 1. So thank you very much for joining us as we've gone through that read. I hope you've got a lot out of it as we have. And I know that as this applause dies down, of course. Yeah, well, thank you. Can we have the actors come in, please, and give some thumbs up? Thank you so much. So, Rauhiringa, Mauri, Rauhiringa, and our wonderful actors here, and Regan. And thanks again to the Inkslingers for getting together as a team and putting on something like this. And like our viewers there, I'm sure we're dying to hear the second half, and I'm dying to be cast in it. So as we are going on, I'd like to say thank you very much to Te Pou, all of the kaimahi with Te Pou, and also all of the kaimahi with the Kōanga Festival, which has been absolutely fabulous, and giving new writing and particularly Māori stories and Māori writers the opportunity to really flex our muscle, and sometimes the pen is mightier than the sword, and so it's great to be a part of that, and it's great that you've been a part of this with us. I'd like to invite Amber to be in front of you now to just give us a few more messages of hope.
Thank you, Regan. Kia ora, Regan. Thank you. Regan gave all of the wonderful messages. I'd just like to invite you all to join us for a Zoom kōrerorero. If you would like to come along and have a bit of a kōrero about what you've just heard, if you've got any pātai, if you've got any questions, if you've got some thoughts that you want to share, you can join us on a live Zoom with the playwrights and with these wonderful people here. So no mai, hara mai, and thank you very much for tuning in.
Yep, and thanks again to all the technical crew. Auckland Live.
Yeah, Auckland
It's
Live.
been fantastic. And yeah, so wonderful. Yep, kia ora rā.
Like texting and like, do not come in the house.
Tākiri mai te ata, kōrehi mai te pipi wharaurua, ka pua mai te kōwhara he tohu no māhuru. Ko hini takurua ki raro, ko kōanga ki runga, nau mai, whakatata mai, kia kite, kia rongo i ngā hua o kōanga e pua mai nei.